How's it going, guys? Stas here. Welcome back to another video. So the market's back. Yesterday was Memorial Day. You all know that the market was closed. So we're back today on this beautiful Tuesday, and we're going to break down everything going on in the stock market. We'll cover the charts here, of course, Sofi stock as well, and we'll go over some other stocks I'm watching in this video, guys. So hit the like button, make sure to subscribe. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and let's dive into it. So it is currently about 1:15 p.m. on the East Coast, and we are up nicely across the board. The S&P 500 is up 1.9%. QQQ's up. Get ready for this. 2.3%. Dow's up 1.5%, and it looks like the Russell's up 2.3%. Yeah, 2.3% as well. So we are up big time across the board. The VIX is down 6.7%, back in the high teens now, and it looks like the metals are selling off as well. Gold's down almost 2%, as silver's down 0.8%. We are down across the board there on the VIX on the metals, which is good for the overall stock market, right? It makes sense. It is that kind of day. We're exploding across the board. And not to mention, oil's down as well, 1.5%. And looking here at SoFi stock, we're up over 2.6%, pushing back into the mid $13 range, which is great. You guys can see the stock last week on Friday closed at, $13 and about 10 cents, give or take a couple pennies, right? And now we're obviously breaking out of that point. So we're gapping up from Friday, which is a great sign on SoFi. And we're actually starting to break out of this 30-minute downtrend. You guys can see we were under these moving averages for a good, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days, right? Well, I guess 7, and now we're gapping out of here. We're not making lower lows anymore, at least as of now on this 30-minute chart, right? We're not making lower lows anymore. We actually hit 1260 on Thursday, and on Friday we actually held a higher low at 1270. So this trend began on Friday. We started making these little higher lows. Now we're breaking out of these moving averages, and we have a golden cross in the making. So on the 30-minute time frame, SoFi looks great. It looks like the bulls are taking over here. Not, completely. It's not like a full-on breakout or anything like that, but we're slowly heading in the right direction. And on the 1-hour time frame, you guys are seeing this a bit more. If I get this trend line out, you can see, okay, we're holding this trend line. We're making higher lows. It looks pretty good. We kind of double bottomed, it looks like here you're noticing, but we saw on the previous time frame, it was a slight higher low from Thursday to Friday. But you can see kind of a double bottom here on this time frame, holding this trend. This trend line. So this is good for the bulls on SoFi overall. And even on this time frame, on the 1 hour, we're starting to break out of these moving averages. Very good news. Very good news overall. But again, not a full breakout yet. But if we start, let's say, breaking out of the mid-high 13s, back over $14, all right, that's a different story. Especially if we break $14, that would be a spot where, okay, now we're fully breaking out again. We're not there yet, but we could be getting there pretty soon by the looks of it. And we have a clear inverse head and shoulders on SoFi here on the 4-hour time frame. You guys are noticing that. And we have a cup and handle and another cup and handle kind of within the overall cup and handle, if that makes any sense. So you guys are seeing it here. If I zoom in, we have a cup, we have a handle. You're seeing that here. But overall as well, a bigger cup and handle, which we'll see. It all comes down to SoFi in the 1450 range. Will it break out of there? Time will tell. That's the big spot in the short term for the bulls. But as of now, man, not a bad day. 2.5% in the green so far to kick off this first day of trading for the week. And you can't complain with a green day like we're noticing now. And this is all thanks to, Trump flip-flopping. We've seen this, and it's all negotiation tactics, right? So he said, I'm going to put a 50% tariff on the EU by the 1st of June. Then over the weekend, right, we got news he pushed it back to July 9th, and that's causing this market to rally. It's almost like he's doing this on purpose. He's like, all right, I'm going to say I'm doing this on June 1st to cause a bit of hysteria, and then I'm going to push it back. And then this is going to cause the market to go up. Obviously, he's probably not doing that, or maybe he is. I don't know. But it's definitely causing the markets to go up today. The fact that, okay, it's getting pushed back to July 9th, these 50% tariffs, they're going to probably negotiate and come to some sort of deal between now and then. The market likes that, and it's running with that news. So that's causing everything here, not everything, but a lot of stocks to go up. Sofi being one of them. Now it's up almost 3%. Look at this chart, guys, on the intraday. Sofi is gaining steam right now. Look at this thing go. We're about to break 1350 as I'm making this video, and there's a lot of other names moving. I don't know what's going on with AMC, but this thing is up 22% on the day. We're not going to spend too much time on AMC, but I'm curious as to why this is happening. But it looks like a little bit of a squeeze on AMC. It looks like shares are trading higher after the company announced new historic records for revenue and attendance during Memorial Day weekend. Oh, wow, that's a big piece of news there. AMC's up 22% on that news. Interesting. Looks like Beyond Meat is up as well. I'm just looking at the top stocks on my watch list, guys, that are, you know, the most green today. Beyond Meat's up. I don't know why, but it's up 9%. Maybe because a bunch of vegans were crushing Beyond Meat burgers over the holiday weekend. Looks like OKLO is up again, guys. Oh, man, this thing's up another 8.5%, over $50 a share today, up over $4 per share on the day. This thing just can't stop moving, and at this point, it's like, FOMO, you know, fight the FOMO, guys, because buying here is risky. Yeah, it could go up to the mid-high 50s like it was at a couple months ago, but I don't know, man. You know, might see a massive pullback before that, but hey, it keeps going. 8% in the green today. OKLO, not bad. Stocks like ARM Holdings are moving up around 7%. It's safe to say, you know, we're trying to fill the gap here back to about $150 on ARM Holdings. We'll see how that goes. Tesla, let's pull Tesla up. 6.7% in the green. I mean, oh my goodness, man. Tesla now has filled the gap pretty much up to 360, 365, where the stock was back in the middle of February. Now, if this is able to break, man, Tesla could start going back to, let's say, the high 300s, maybe back to $400, just like that, back to $400 freaking dollars a share. I know it's crazy, but it looks like, based on the charts, that is where this thing wants to go. That's Tesla. Let's see what else. WBD is moving on my watch list. Warner Brothers seeing a nice move today. Carnival Cruise Line, which we actually called out a while ago. Now it's up to the mid-20s. You guys might have missed it. I don't want to say for sure, but this thing was at $15 a couple weeks ago. There could be some more juice left in the rally, but a lot of the rally has come. But hey, CCL was a call out from a month ago. If you guys saw that, shout out to you. I appreciate you guys for tuning in as always. But yeah, CCL, GameStop is moving, probably because AMC is moving. AMD is also moving, which I own this stock. AMD's up 4.3%, and look at where it's at on these charts. Guys, 115 to 120 is a massive resistance for AMD, stemming back from the middle of February. I mean, this spot, it's a big resistance, man. We got to get out of there. And if AMD could break out of 120, this thing could really start to build momentum. And that's where the money is going to be made, at least for all the people that were buying the dip recently. Well, I guess you're already up a lot if you bought this dip at $75, $80, $85. But if you were buying in the hundreds, 120, 30, 40, $50 like I was months ago, I also bought this dip right here. You want this thing to start breaking out. So the shares you bought back then go green. But obviously, if you average down, your average comes down. And thankfully, I've been able to get my average cost. I think it's at like 112 to 15 on AMD. So pretty much here where we are, I'm at break even on my position. And or actually no, maybe my average is 109. I'm trying to remember. Either way, pretty much kind of where we are now, this spot, if it breaks, this is where the gains really start to build up, at least for me. Again, if you bought the shares and started your position a couple of weeks ago, you're good on AMD. You're up a lot already, but I was buying maybe arguably a bit early, but again, I was buying the dip aggressively a couple of weeks ago, so I was able to get that average cost down. And hey, what do you guys think? Is AMD going to start making some money for us, or is it going to be, is it going to start dumping again? We shall see. I don't know. Time will tell. But with that being said, I'm going to wrap up the video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Join the free email stock newsletter and check out the Patreon if you guys want to keep up with what I'm doing in my portfolio. All of those are down below. And with that being said, I'll catch you in the next video.